Hello students, today we are going to see the remaining part of the first unit. Before that, we shall have a warm up. The author told about his experience with his grandmother, and he described about the appearance of his grandmother and the grandpa, and later his parents went to the city and he has been under the care of his grandmother, and how they used to go to the school and they threw chapatis to the dogs. Now we are going to see the remaining part. When my parents were comfortably settled in the city, they sent for us. That was a turning point in our friendship. So, when the author's parents at first they went to city and later they sent for the both of them, that is the author and his grandmother. So they started to go to the city, and that was a turning point change in his friendship with his grandmother. Although we shared the same room, my grandmother no longer came to school with me. So in village, she went with the author and she read the scriptures. But here in city, she cannot go to school with that author. I used to go to an English school in a motor bus. The reason is that now the author started to go in a motor bus to an English school. There were no dogs in the streets, and she took to feeding sparrows in the courtyard of our city house. So in this city life, she cannot see the dogs. So she spent the time by feeding the sparrows in the courtyard of our city house. That is the veranda in that city house. The sparrows used to come there. So she fed the sparrows. As the years rolled by, we saw less of each other. So what happened? Now they started to stay in the city, and every day the author went in a bus to school, and so years started to roll by, but they were not able to see even each other. For some time she continued to wake me up and get me ready for school. Very rare she used to wake this author up and make him to get ready for school. When I came back, she would ask me what the teacher had taught me. So when after coming from school, grandma used to ask the author, what did the teacher teach you today? But I would tell her English words and little things of Western science and learning. So when she asked me, I told her that my teachers taught me today English words and also little things of Western science and learning. That is the law of gravity, Archimedes' principle, the world being round, etc. So I explained about today I learned physics and I learned about English words and also about the world, everything. This made her unhappy. But by hearing this, grandmother was not happy. She was unhappy. She could not help me with my lessons, and also she could not guide this author in making him to study in the lesson. She did not believe in the things that taught at the English school and was distressed that there was no teaching about God and the scriptures. Why this grandma was sad? Because when they were in village, they learned about the scriptures and they taught about the morning prayer, all these things. But after coming to the city, when she asked the author, he told that about English words, law of gravity. She was not happy because she expected the school should teach them the value of God. But here it is not being taught. So she cannot believe that they in English schools, and was also very sad, distressed that there were no teaching about God and the scriptures. She felt very sad. In city schools, they are not teaching about the God and the scriptures. One day, I announced that we were being given music lesson. She said nothing, but her silence meant disapproval. She rarely talked to me after that. So one day, I told my grandma, this author is telling, he told his grandma that they were being given music lessons. Today they taught me music. But even after saying this also, grandma did not tell anything. She kept silence. That means it showed that it is disapproval. She showed a disapproval. She is not willing. அவங்களுக்கு விருப்பம் இல்லை. Because what she expected that they should teach her moral values. That is God and the scriptures. But they did not teach them. So she, even when the author was happy about music lessons, this grandma was not happy and she did not speak anything. This showed that she is not willing about those things. She rarely talked to me after that. Even what happened, she stopped talking to this author. When I went up to university, I was given a room of my own. The common link of friendship was snapped. So what happened after that, the author started to go to this university, and when he started to go university, now the usually this grandma and this author used to be in same room, but here now he was given a room of his own. So the common usual link of this friendship was also snapped. Snapped means cut. My grandmother expected a solution with resignation. She agreed to that also, because that's the age when you grow up, you cannot be with your um, older one, so you will be given your own wish and won't separate from the same way. This author was given a room of his own, and the friendship was becoming very less. This grandma agreed to that solution. That is, a solution means here loneliness, even the isolation, that also she agreed with resignation. She rarely left her spinning wheel to talk to anyone. From sunrise to sunset, she sat up by a wheel spinning and reciting prayers. So after that, what she started doing, she went to do that spinning wheel, and she reduced to talking to the family members. From sunrise to sunset, from morning to evening, she will be sitting by a wheel spinning and reciting prayers, by saying prayers and spinning that wheel. Only in the afternoon she relaxed for a while to feed the sparrows. So during that afternoon time, noon time, she used to take some rest. And at that time, what she will do now? She will feed the sparrows. While she sat in the veranda, breaking the breads into little bits, hundreds of little birds collected round her, creating a veritable bedlam of chirping. So what happened? In that afternoon, she will take rest, and during that time, she will feed the sparrows. While she sat in that veranda, she will cut the bread pieces into small bits. And hundreds of little birds, how many birds will come? Hundreds of little birds will collect round her, making bedlam means noisy confusion. They will make noise of chirping. You see in this picture how she is sitting and see the birds. Some came and perched on her legs. So what happened? Some of the birds, they will come and sit on her legs. Some they sat on her legs, others on her shoulders. So see the picture. Some on her legs and others on her shoulders. Some even sat on her head. So some of these, what happened? They will sit on her head also. She smiled but never shooed them away. So by the some of the birds will sit on her head, some will sit on her legs, and some of them even on her head and shoulders. But she never shoot them away. She never sent them away or chased them away. It used to be the happiest half hour of the day for her. So that was the happiest day for her every day. It was a routine thing that she felt that is the happiest day, by feeding the sparrows and making the birds to sit on her, and she observed all those things and she felt happy for her. When I decided to go abroad for further studies, so when this author started going to abroad, foreign, for further studies, I was sure my grandmother would be upset. I thought usually grandmas or mother will be upset by leaving them. The same way this author thought his grandmother would be upset. I would be away for 5 years, because he is going to leave the family for how many years? 5 years. And at her age, one could never tell. So at this age, usually old people they may cry, they will be upset, and they'll be feeling sad that they're going to leave these fellows. But here this grandmother is not of that character. What she did? But my grandmother could. She was not even sentimental. She came to leave me at the railway station, but did not talk or show any emotion. But what happened this time? This grandmother, she did not react like that. Even she did not show any sentimental. Instead of that, she came to leave this author at the railway station, and but she did not talk or show any emotion, any sad emotion, or she did not talk to this author. Her lips moved in prayer, her mind was lost in prayer. So what she was doing there also, she was muttering that prayer. The lips were moving in prayer, and her mind was also in prayer. Even while sending this author to abroad, the grandma was going on saying the prayer. Her fingers were busy telling the beads of a rosary. What were the fingers doing? While she was telling the prayer, she's moving the beads. அதான் அந்த கையில் வச்சிருக்க அந்த மாலை இதை ஒன்றுனா நகர்த்தி what she was going on telling that prayer. Silently she kissed my forehead, and when I felt I cherished the most imprint as perhaps the last sign of physical contact between us. So without talking, she kissed his forehead, author's forehead. ஆத்தர் தலையில் முத்தமிட்டாங்க. அதுவும் எப்படி? very silent. Now only he felt, that author also felt something, that their physical contact is going to be, that is the last sign of physical contact. He felt, so this is the last sign I am going to see my grandma, that eye contact I am going to see in directly my grandmother, this is the last time. So that was even that author felt, that is a physical last sign of physical contact between him and his grandmother. But that was not so. After 5 years, I came back home and was met by her at the station. But I thought that that was the last thing. I am not able to see my grandmother, but that was not there. 5 years had been over, and he came back after 5 years. And again, this grandma came there to welcome him at the station. She did not look a day older. She still had no time for words, and while she clasped me in her arms, I could hear her reciting a praise. And this time also, when after 5 years, when I could meet my grandmother, even that also she did not look older. But this time also, she did not say any words, but she embraced him. That is, she hugged this in her arms, and that time, the same way, she was saying the prayer. Even that time also, what was the grandma doing? She was again reciting her prayers. Even on the first day of my arrival, her happiest moments were with the sparrows, whom she fed longer, and with frivolous rebukes. So, what happened? Even that time, after coming, yes, she has seen his grandson after 5 years. But other, usually, what your grandmother will do, they will be talking with you, they will be spending the time with you, asking what happened, everything. But here, this grandma did not do any such types. Instead of that, she was doing the same routine. What is her routine work? She will be feeding the sparrows. Same way, even when the author came on the first day, the happiest moment that she spent with the sparrows, and she did not talk anything or any, she fed longer and with frivolous rebukes. Here, rebukes means that scoldings. She did not bother about other things. As usual, she was making the sparrows around, sitting around her, and fed them. In the evening, a change came over her. She did not pray. So, what happened? In the evening, there was a change in her. She did not pray. Suddenly, she stopped praying. She collected the women of the neighborhood, got an old drum, and started to sing. So, instead of praying, what did this grandma do? No? She collected the neighborhood persons, the women of the neighborhood, and she got an old drum old drum, and started to sing. Now she started to sing. For several hours, she thumped the sagging skins of the dilapidated drum and sang of the homecoming of warriors. So she got the drum, and she with full force and the tambala, she was going on beating that drum. Dilapidated drum means it is a damage. Already the drum was damaged, but with full force she was using a force and was beating the drum, and she was singing that song about the homecoming of warriors. Warriors means the soldiers who are coming home. About those people, she was singing a song. We had to persuade her to stop to avoid overstraining. So when I could see that my grandma, she was with full force, with straining, she was doing that. And we tried our level best to stop her, to avoid overstraining, because already she is very old. So we tried our level best to avoid her overstraining. That was the first time since I had known her that she did not pray. So from his childhood, the author have never seen the grandma without saying the prayer. But this was the first time he could see that his grandma did not pray. So that is the first time he had seen her, she did not pray. The next morning, she was taken ill. It was a mild fever, and the doctor told us that it would go. So next morning, what happened? Grandma was taken ill. She got fever. But the doctor told, what did he say? Na? It was a mild fever, just a simple fever. And the doctor told us that it would go. He told this fever would go. Don't worry, nothing will happen. But my grandmother thought differently. But what happened? Something in her mind was telling something to her, and she reacted differently. She told us that her end was near. She felt something in her mind. சொல்லுவாங்கல்ல, வயசானவங்களுக்கு அவங்களுக்கோட அறிகுறி தெரியும். The same way she told us that she's going, life is going to end. That is, she told her end was near. Now she's going to die. She told, hereafter I won't be anymore, and I am going to die. My life is going to be over. She said that since only a few hours before the close of the last chapter of life. So she told, when she did tell this, na, the last few hours before she is going to die, அவங்க சாகர் கொஞ்ச நேரத்துக்கு முன்னால் தான் அவங்க இது சொல்கிறாங்க. நான் இந்த உலகத்தை விட்டு போக போகிறேன். ஐம் கோயிங் டு லீவ் திஸ் லைஃப். My end has come near. My life is going to be over. And also she told this before the close of the last chapter of life. Chapter of life, she is going to die. Kadasi Sagumun, she told all these things. She had omitted to pray, and she said that this is the last moment I had omitted to pray. She was not going to waste any more time talking to us. So she told us, I'm not going to waste time in talking to us because I have omitted to pray. Now I have to pray. We protested. We did not agree to that. We told her nothing will happen to you. But we protested. We disagree to that. But she ignored our protest. We refused, but she did not listen to us. But she ignored our protest. Even what did we say? She did not listen to us. She lay peacefully in bed, praying and telling her beads. She did not tell anything to us. She ignored our protest and started peacefully praying in the bed and telling her beads. Again she started to say that prayer, peacefully lying on the bed, and she started to say. Even before we could suspect, her lips stopped moving and the rosary fell from her lifeless fingers. So even அவங்க உயிரோட இருக்கிறாங்களா இல்லையான்னு நாங்கள் கணிக்கிறதுக்கு முன்னாலேயே what happened, her lips stopped moving. அந்த உதட அசைக்கிற அந்த telling that murmuring prayer stopped moving, and the rosary fell from her lifeless fingers. So that rosary that she was having in her hand, that beads, no, that fell from her lifeless finger. உயிரில்லாத அந்த விரல்களிலிருந்து that fell from her lifeless fingers. A peaceful pallor spread on her face. So what happened? Now a peaceful pallor. Pallor means an unhealthy pale appearance that appeared on her face, and we knew that she was dead. Now we came to know that she was dead. So even until her death, grandma was telling that prayer. We could come to that conclusion only that lips stopped moving, and that what that beads, that is a rosary, fell from the finger, and we could come to that conclusion our grandma was dead. We lifted her off the bed, and as is customary, laid her on the ground and covered her with a red shroud. யூஸ்வலி வி ஹவ் சீன், இது நார்மலாக நம்ம இதிலே நடக்கக்கூடிய கஸ்டமரி தான். என்ன, ஒருத்தர் இறந்துட்டாங்கன்னா வாட் தே வில் டூ, தேல் புட் தெம் ஆன் த கிரவுண்ட். படுக்கையில் படுத்திருந்தா கூட தேல் புட் தெம் ஆன் சேம் வே ஆஸ் யூஸ்வல் கஸ்டமரி. திஸ் கிராண்ட்மா தே மேட் ஹர் லேட் ஆன் த கிரவுண்ட் அண்ட் தென் தே கவர்ட் வித் த ரெட் ஷரூட். வாட் யூ மீன் பை ஷரூட்னா, தட் இஸ் அ கிளாத் யூஸ் டு wrap a dead person. இறந்து போனவங்களுக்கு போத்தும் துணி. தட் இஸ் த திங். Here they use it red shroud. After a few hours of mourning, we left her alone to make arrangements for a funeral. So after a few hours, we were surrounded her with sad feelings, and we left her. After that we left her alone. We left her and we started making arrangement for the funeral. ஸோ இறந்த பிறகு கொஞ்ச நேரம் தேவேற பாட்டி சுற்றி இருந்தாங்க. அதுக்கப்புறம் என்ன பண்ணாங்க, தே லெஃப்ட் ஹர் அலோன் அண்ட் ஸ்டார்டட் மேக்கிங் ஃபார் த அரேஞ்ச்மெண்ட் ஃபார் அ ஃபியூனரல். இன் த ஈவினிங் வி வென்ட் டு அ ரூம் வித் அ க்ரூட் ஸ்ட்ரக்சர் டு டேக் ஹர் டு பி சர்மினேட்டட். ஸோ ஈவினிங் they went to a room with what a structure கொண்டு போகிறாங்க to take the grandma to take her to be terminated. பணத்தை கொண்டு போய் புதைக்கணுங்கிறதுக்காக they brought a structure. The sun was setting and had lit a room and veranda with a blaze of golden light. Now it is evening time, the sun started to set, and also you could see the room and the veranda with a blaze of golden light. இப்போ சூரிய மறைய ஆரம்பிச்சது, அந்த இடமே எப்படி இருக்குமா, with the blaze of golden light ஃபார்ம் ஆயிருக்கு inside a room as well as in the veranda. We stopped halfway in the courtyard. So நம்ம veranda வழியில் a little bit we stood there to see what's happening, because all over the veranda and in her room right up to her where she lay dead and stiff wrapped in the red shroud, thousands of sparrows scattered on the floor. So what happened, we cannot imagine ourselves. All over the room, nearby room and veranda, everywhere they could see thousands of sparrows. They were scattered here and there on the floor. கிட்டத்தட்ட 1000 ஸ்பாரோஸ் இங்கேயும் அங்கேயும் அந்த கிராண்ட்மா பக்கத்தில் அந்த துணியில், அந்த சிகப்பு துணியில் கிராண்ட்மா பக்கத்தில் அந்த ரூம் ஃபுல்லும் வெராண்டா எவ்ரிவேர். How many sparrows? Nearly thousands of sparrows were scattered on that floor. There was no chirping, but they did not make any noise. கீச் கீச்சுங்கிற சத்தமெல்லாம் எதுவுமே பண்ணலை. We felt sorry for the birds and my mother fed some bread for them. Now by seeing this we felt very sorry. இந்த பறவைகளை பார்த்தது எங்களுக்கு we felt sorry, and so my mother took some breads and she kept for them. She broke into little crumbs. She took them as my grandmother used to make into small bits. Same way my mother also broke it into little crumbs, the way my grandmother used to do. எப்படி எங்கள் பாட்டி துண்டு துண்டாக போட்டு ரொட்டி போட்டாங்களோ same way my mother also did, and threw it to them. The sparrows took no notice of the bread. So what happened? The sparrows, they did not bother about the pieces of bread at all. When we carried my grandmother's crops off, they flew away quietly. So when we took the body of our grandmother, these sparrows, what happened? They flew away quietly. பார்த்தா இப்போ என்னன்னா, even they also came to this ceremony of my funeral function of my grandmother. எங்கள் கிராண்ட்மாவோட இறந்ததுக்கு கலந்துக்கிட்ட மாதிரி they came quietly, they sat and they did not make any noise. They were also feeling sad about our grandma's death, and when we took our grandma, they all flew away quietly. Next morning the sweepers set the bread crumbs into the dustbin. Even next morning also the bread pieces were as it is, did not move at all. It was same. So the sweeper who will come and clean the house, she took that bread crumbs into the dustbin. So from this story we are able to understand how the relationship was between the grandmother and the author, and how how the whole people used to be, and how she had been till the end of her life. So dear students, please learn all these glossaries. See this mantelpiece, the first lesson, the first line we have seen this mantelpiece, that is a grandpa's photo is hung above the fireplace. And absurd, that means we felt my grandmother telling about the games and all, I felt it is inconstant or illogical. And even what she said, we felt it as stories. The fables means stories. And how did the grandmother walk? She walked unsteadily. Pucker, that is the thing, the faces that my grandmother had in her faces, all the wrinkles, that is surkangal. Expanse, what is the thing? It is widespread. The purity in her, it's widespread, like we have seen about the winter landscape of that mountain. This monotonous, monotonous means unchanging, boring. She used to tell that prayer continuously. Snap, so the relationship between this author and the grandmother was cut when they started going to the city life. Solution, isolation, when he started going for abroad, my grandmother agreed with isolation. Bedlam, that is birds, they made a noisy confusion by sitting near her to get the piece of bread. Perched, they sat, that is rested. This bird sat on her shoulders or on her head. Rebukes, that scoldings, she even as usual routine work, she was doing that fabulous rebukes on this thing. Dilapidated means it is that damage. What is damage? She used that damaged part of that drum. Pallor means an unhealthy pale appearance. That is the thing we could see after the death of the grandmother, an unhealthy pale appearance. And the shroud means here that is a cloth used to use for a dead person. Now you read all these short answers. While you are get ready for this lesson thoroughly, you'll be able to write your own short answers, even this paragraph. So go through all this question answer and get ready, because this, as this is the first unit, this lesson is very important for a paragraph children. Thank you. Prepare well.